dirty. I know 2K22's done another bloody patch update. I wouldn't say that. But now and again I appreciate the thought. It's gonna take 7 fucking hours. Well, I'm not waiting forever for that to do its bloody thing. What? I'm gonna go with this one. Shall I do a stream or shall I not? No, I'm gonna hold off of it before.
Radio check, Wilson.
Coming in nice and clear, Dr. Lynch.
Great. First up is the purser's office on C deck, correct?
Correct. To access it, you'll need to head down through the hole where the forward grand staircase was. I'll mark it on your map.
The C deck is pretty compressed from what I've heard.
Yeah, the impact with the sea floor bent most of the supporting pillars, so they're struggling with the weight of the floors above.
With the rate of decay increasing, it won't be long before it all collapses. I'm glad we had a chance to come down here and see it for ourselves, before all this becomes inaccessible.
And she was sinking fast then, and all of a sudden she lifted up quickly, and everything cracking through her. Everything that was movable was going through her. And then she went down and seemed to come up again. So I thought, well, no, I'm going to leave. And I was hanging on to a board. We had 2 boards, starboard and port, which said, keep clear of the pillar blades. And I was hanging on to one of these. I was getting higher and higher in the air. And I thought, well, now I'll go. And I dropped in. I had a lot of them. And I hit the water with a terrific crack. Luckily, I didn't hit it. I dropped in. Bodies all over the place. And then I looked up at the Titanic. The propellers were right out of water, the rudder was right out. See the bottom. And then gradually...
Hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already.
I didn't want to die.
And push the notification bell to be notified every time I upload on YouTube as well.
And, by the grace of God, I came across a lifeboat and they pulled me in.
The lenses are getting dirty again. Well, you can't help it. Flies landing on me left, right and centre. That's where the gymnasium would have been on. Would have been on boat decks. Where the gymnasium would have been. Would have been right. This is where the band played. In those final moments of the sinking, during the sinking. So where the band played. That very spot. So this is mainly a graveyard now. To be honest, they should leave it alone.
It might make it easier if
you
position yourself so the lights.
This is where many of the passengers would have come and had the final. This is where it's basically the many passengers' final resting place. If you get the idea, wasn't easy, literally, because it would have been. Hang on, lenses are getting dirty again. I don't want to. It's alright, lenses start to get dirty again, twice in one video. There we go. We're going to descend inside of the Royal Mail steamer Titanic. This is where the I think it's about this level, correct me if I'm wrong, where the thing that would have been above the dome, if you know what I mean. It was about, around about, gotta be about here somewhere. Somewhere about, I'm just trying to remember roughly, it was about this level somewhere. That, the dome itself, correct me if I'm wrong, it would really help me out, honestly, it would. It was about, I would say about, I can't remember roughly, I'm not an expert, but would have been about here, would you say? Well, I'll let you guys figure that one out, because you guys know about, I have learnt a lot about this ship in general. Where the grand staircase would have been, it would have been on that level, the boat deck level, which is basically where the debris is, bits of wood and everything else, straight to the very bottom of the deck. There would have been some stairs, a set of stairs leading to Turkish baths, which is still visible to this day. Which if you guys want to have a good, if you want to play this game, I highly recommend it. And plus Titanic All in Glory as well. The status update, which I would say is coming next year now. I don't think it will get released this year anytime soon. The next, not status update, the next update for Demo 401, that's it. Well, status update, yes, but maybe that's not why not what I'm saying. The next update for Demo 401, very well known as Project 401, Titanic Project 401. That update for that will get released next year now. What makes it special, they're going to add the engines. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's if I can get the words out. Reciprocating engines, I know what I mean, I'm just trying to think of how to pronounce it. Reciprocate, I know what I mean, I'm just trying to get the words out. Reciprocating engines, that was it. Them engines will be added into the next update, which will be next year now. This was amazing. Literally, this is absolutely incredible. How well preserved these furniture is. The furniture and the padding bit, which would have been right in the middle, that dissolves rapidly. Well, you get the idea. The second the ship went underwater, it started to, well, you get the idea, deteriorate. Because I think it's the bacteria thing, something to do with the bacteria. Something to do with the bacteria, anyway. Anyway, it's going to be something. This is basically, if you had your own regular cabin like most people, you would have to share bathrooms like this. So she had there was one, you had one bathroom here. This was, I'll show you guys entrances of them. Obviously this is the entrance to this bathroom, as you guys would see. So you can get an easy access through the wall into the other bathroom. But during the sinking, there'll be passengers coming from their rooms, just grabbing their luggage and heading straight that way to boat deck level. Obviously, the elevators, as you can see, was a malfunction at that point. When it was actually happening, wouldn't have been. Well, I don't know why. They just went. I'll let you guys answer that one. But the one-way route you can get to boat deck level if you're on E-deck. I'm not saying everyone was, don't panic. You would go from that up the staircase. I think that was the only route, would you say? So this is something else, and this is one of the other bathrooms as well. I'll show you guys, as I was saying, show you the doorway of one of the bathrooms. This is one of them. Yep, this is one of the bathrooms I was just telling you guys about. So this is amazing. If you guys haven't already subscribed, I do a lot of these videos as well. I will kind of tell you guys a lot of everything about Titanic as possible. I'm just untangling the wires at the moment. I have learnt a lot about Titanic. Oh, where are we going? Oh no, I'm going now. So, passengers of a crew officer, any part of a crewman or a passenger, you never really know. Well, you get the idea. Go and look in some of the rooms. This game does have glitches, as you can see. That's one of the glitches, many glitches as well. So, here we go. This is one of the many rooms. This is one of the many rooms that a passenger would have stayed in. As maybe a crew. I think the crew officers had their own. Would have. Oh, let's say in my head they're saying officers' quarters, but in a way I'm not so sure if that's true or not. A part of me wants to believe it, and a part of me is like, nah, not true. It's alright, you lot, be with you in a moment. My mum's chihuahua wanted to go on the sofa. To be honest, she's getting to be an old girl now, the chihuahua. Jacket of a crew officer. Possibly passenger. This is a good game. I highly recommend it to you all. If you love anything adventure games, you don't like the horror, which I do not blame you, this is a game for you. Just to be full aware, it does have glitches, as I've just come across one of them earlier, as you guys would have seen. This is something. This is a really nice room. I love it. Wow. Basically, the view you get from out window was the view of that part of the area, passengers walking up and down. That's the promenade deck. It's mainly remains of broken bits of furniture, as you can see, and everything else really. Remains of furniture and the obvious. Just trying to remember. Tell you guys everything I've learned about Titanic as possible. As you guys would know, it took 2 hours and 40 minutes to sink. There's a documentary I highly recommend you guys checking out. The documentary I highly recommend you guys checking out is Titanic Aftermath. It's on Discovery Plus. So I highly recommend you guys getting Discovery Plus as well. We have paranormal related programs on there and everything else. This is as I've said, this is remains of furniture and unbroken bits of furniture as well, as you can see. The broken bits of the wardrobe and the obvious. And the walls are starting to deteriorate, as you can see quite clearly. And that door, I think that, I don't know, just trying to remember off the top of my head. From that, as you guys would see from that one sinking, when they're showing the water coming down that one corridor, the doors coming off the hinges. This is how that would have possibly, I'm not saying it was, so don't worry. That's how possibly that would have happened with that door mainly. It's just trying to speak facts, that's all. I have got autism as well. Everything that was movable was going through her. That's in one of the... And everything that was movable, furnitures, mainly all the furnitures and beds and... Yeah, but you get the idea. Was literally going through her, and eventually you couldn't see the ship breaking off, but you could possibly hear it. And after the ship disappeared, you could hear it imploding, other words, breaking apart. And after the ship disappeared, all you would hear was cries of those people in the ocean. And then And then when then it started to fade, and when it eventually faded, then that's when those people lost, well, basically died of, they basically froze to death. I forget what the official word for it though is, I'll try and remember. They basically, I know what I mean, it's another word for froze to death. I'm just trying to think of the actual word. It's not starvation, I know that. But that is another way to die, but that's not exactly what I'm saying. What is it? So I'm just trying to remember. I did mention it as well. I want to say hibernation, but that's not the word. I know what I mean. I know the word I'm on about. It's on the tip of my tongue and it's not coming out right. That's one of the other many bathrooms. So I'm just trying to remember. One of the many furnitures as well. No. Sorry you lot, my head's telling me it's starvation, but I know it isn't. My head's telling me it's starvation, but I know for a fact it isn't. I basically froze, but well, you know what I mean. Hibernation, that was it. Just took me out. No, sorry it took me so long to think of it. Oh, was it hibernation? Or was it? I'm not so sure, but I know exactly what I'm trying to... It's something to do with that. I know it's something to do with the... Basically, I'm just going to say they froze to death, because I know there's another word for it. I'm just trying to think of that word. It was something to do with H. Well, anyway, you guys know what I mean. I have got autism, as you lot, obviously you lot can tell. I'm not so sure it's hibernation, but now and again I'm just trying to speak facts, that's all. Literally, I know I haven't been doing my best with facts in these sort of videos, but I have been trying my best. Basically, they froze the people that was in the ocean fighting for their lives. Basically, froze to death. And all the passengers that were in the lifeboats that had survived, all they had to do was wait. And one of the light tower actually did what many people, like many of the crew, did what none of the crew were able to do. He basically went through all the find or you know what I mean, to find if there's any people that were still alive. He did manage to save people that were still alive that night. I'm not so sure how many people he managed to save that night and from literally the freezing water. But I'll let you guys find that one out. So it was something else. I know what I mean, I'm just trying to... So anyway, it was... I don't know how many people it was about. They managed to save altogether about 705, 712 people together, if I'm right. It was something like that, anyway. I'm mainly listening to music at the moment. Music related, Titanic related at the moment. It's James Cameron's Titanic. It's one of the many remaining rooms in the wreck. This room is all... The walls are starting to deteriorate, as you can see. The one part of the wall is. This is a good game. It still has a lot of... It has loads of glitches, and it has crashed on me a few times, so be aware of all of that when you're playing this. I'm not saying you can't play on it, but I'm just letting you guys know. Just making sure you guys are aware of it. I don't have to say what that is, but you guys can hear it quite clearly. Yeah, that bird's going nuts, as you guys can hear. What have we got to go? C deck. We've got to go over deck down below after we've ventured through this entire deck space and area. This is the chandeliers. Well, what remains of them. There's a few that are still intact, as you guys can see. In Honour and Titanic Honor and Glory, the full game will be able to go down that entire space. In this game, it is mainly based on the wreck more than anything. Literally, it's mainly based on the wreck of the Titanic. If I'm right, I think that's the private promenade. I have been through that space not many times, but there's really not much of it. I think that's the... Shut up! And that is one of the main areas as well, where you could go if you wanted. This is where furniture would have been, but... There we go. Well, this game is worth it. We're on B deck for most of you that are wondering. I would tell the bird to shut up, but she won't listen. I've tried, but it doesn't really work. My head would tell me, just tell her. Like I said, it works. Here we go. I'm just focusing on the game more than anything. And the music. Whoop. That's right, I nearly fell over. Who wants to go on the sofa again? So I had to if I can say her name right. I had to put my mum's chihuahua on the sofa for a moment, so I had to really unfocus for a moment. There we go. I will be talking about my central integration as well, just to give you guys an idea what I go through on a daily basis with the central integration kicking off. Don't panic, it's not kicking off. Not at the moment. Not saying it will, but you never know with my head. So this is that's one of the many rooms. Begin. Oh wow. So central integration's a bugger. It's difficult to cope. I'm gonna have to uncover her because she will not shut up. She just literally isn't going to shut up until she gets it. I had to uncover her because the bird will not shut up until she gets it. Well, you know what she's like. Hang on a moment, I'll be with you guys in a moment. Wait for the bird to finish. Pair of shoes. So I'll be with you guys in a moment. I'm just going to wait for the bird to finish going literally nuts. You can hear it quite clearly. I know. I've covered up, but she won't. She won't shut up and... So... She'll go nuts in a few moments. You lot be full aware. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just letting YouTube know. I'll let you be full aware. The bird will go ballistic in a few moments. You can hear her calling me dad. She wants it immediately, but I'm afraid it doesn't work like that. Don't try to make me jump. I know what you're like though. This is a good game, but there's a ton of glitches though. One of the jackets of the crew officer. There you go. Exactly what I was saying. So it should go nuts in a few moments. I learnt from the last time she did it. Well, last 1,000 times. Check it of a crew officer or a passenger, you never really know. Oh wow.
Coco!
She won't, I'm telling you. Anxiety, shut up.
Coco, shut up!
Brad, you lot. The anxiety's starting to flare up, and that's not a good sign. She won't. The bird won't shut up until she gets food. I'm afraid there's nothing you can do.
Shut up. Mother comes before you. You shut up.
Okay, she won't. Not until she gets food.
You shut up before me, man.
Oh wow. I'm just looking at it. I may not probably go in all the rooms. I just want to have a fair look at the other areas of the ship. One of the kittens are right in front of my feet. It's easy, the ginger one. Because I just freaking looked at it.
Oh.
Oh, that's right, my sister being a bit of a dumbass.
Excuse me, mister.
Trudeau.
I'm a beautiful dumbass.
Bollocks, I'd cough.
So I'm not beautiful then, am I?
You being you're a cheeky.
Where are you getting from?
Don't look at frickin' me. Well, you guys will hear my sister in the background as well. Bird included. Oh my bloody's gone right through. That's it, I've had it. One word, shutting her up. Holy fucking Lugia, shut her up. Sorry about that, you lot. The bird's going ballistic, as you can hear her quite clearly.
Coco, shut up.
I'm telling you, she won't. Dad's still feeding her. She won't shut up until she gets food. I'm done ya. Well, you guys can hear a lot in the videos. There has been times where she goes ballistic and just tell her to shut up. It doesn't work. Fuck, right out loud. Going right through me frickin' head.
Shut up. Or it's carrot casserole. Shut up.
Well, you lot, just to let you know, the bird won't shut up until she gets food. I'm afraid there's nothing you can do. Wish Dad would bloody hurry up. My dad's gone out, so I don't know where my dad's gone.
Open the door for Dad.
Louise Cluxwell's in the room. Me and my gorgeous mother are going on a ghost hunt. Yeah, we are. We're going to St. Brivel's Castle. I will put a photo of the castle itself on Instagram, so look out for that. Have you got Instagram?
Yeah.
I'll tag you in it.
I haven't. I ain't going.
Just to let you all know, every single room is haunted. Basically one of the well-known things to happen at the
Captain Pussyface, look at your mother.
Well, I was in the middle of talking whilst I was doing a video at the same time.
Who's Vicky?
So basically one of the well-known things to happen at the castle itself, you'd hear a baby crying. And I'm not kidding. And me and my mum are brave enough to actually go. This is in... what the date is it now? What date? 3 weeks on Friday, which is today. Well, that's going to be awesome. And 2 weeks on Sunday is my debut.
That's not the right time.
What? No, it's wrong. That's what I was telling you earlier. Clock's busted. Other words, needs new batteries. As you can see, there's a clock on me PS4. 38 minutes past 11.
Oh, no, you're not. Forget it. You can forget it.
It's alright.
No,
The dog's being a...
not going down my top. I don't care how much you love it.
Well, it's alright, you lot. Piglet wants to go down your mother's top. Well, to be full aware, she's like it all the time, Piglet does. She just literally, she's a little bucket, I'll give you that.
Just wipe it out.
Oh, wow. My mum tried this as well. She freaked out.
I don't like freaky shit.
It's a good game, I know. These VR games are so fun. This is the first. Oh, wow. I don't know if it's true, but I don't know if it's true. Adamant's got another vlog series coming up. One just ended. That one was something to do with.
Great. The purser's office and inquiry desk are on the starboard side. You'll need to go over the desk to get into the side room.
Ah, fucking nose is itching.
Right, I'm here.
The office is to the left as you enter. Be careful.
Oh,
This area
wow.
hasn't been explored before. We don't know what we'll find in here.
I think the last person in this room would have been Chief Purser McElroy.
The record book would have been kept in a leather pouch.
It's not in here. What we're looking for. What is in it? It would
I
be
don't
in
see it here.
Maybe try the safe back out in the inquiry office.
That would be a major problem because it's all rusted shut.
The doors are rusted shut. You can't check inside.
Is the pouch among the debris?
No, I can't see the leather pouch anywhere. We might be out of luck.
That's a shame.
We'll have to hope the Marconi room gives us some answers.
While we're here, we should collect a sample of the rust on the safe doors. MCPA regularly check for new species of bacteria living in rusticles, and I'm sure they'll want a sample of this.
I'll take a photograph of the scene too. They'll need to see the rusticle formations as well.
Back a bit.
Done. We'd better move on to the Marconi room.
I'll mark it on your map.
Well,
You'll
we'll
need to
have
head
a
back to the
fair
stop
look
to
at-
get there.
I know this is something I don't do very often, but I'm actually going to look at the rooms in this deck. Possibly, anyway. So. Whoa. Yes, it is a good game. I do recommend it. Oh, wow. WWE 2K22's doing another blipping patch update. I really don't see the point. Why? It's just going to probably cause much more glitches or crash moments. You get the idea. One of the many bathrooms. Oh wow, another pair of shoes. So how many so I'm just trying to count how many figure out how many bathrooms was on Titanic. 2. So we've come across about 2, so 4. That one. Oh, that was a love you, Mum. So it was I don't know. I know some passengers had their own, because of, well, you get the idea, so. Isn't it? Oh, it's just a name tag. Well, basically that would have stood right above this door, telling you it's about, well, you get the telling you it's a bathroom. Well, it's pretty obvious though, isn't it? It's one of the many bedrooms, cabin rooms, states, you get the idea. State room, other words. I'm just having a good look at the entire ship. I don't usually look at this area too often. I'm actually going to do it. Oh. I just want a fair look at everything. Usually I tend to rush it because I don't want to spend too much time on my PS4 as I usually do. One of the other bathrooms as well, bathtubs. One of the bathtubs as well.
Toby.
And one of the other staterooms, cabins. This would have been for a family, I would say. This would have been for a family. Like a go back out of the part of the area. Some of the corridors are very narrow, as you can see. At the London exhibition, they have one of these. In front. I'm pretty sure of it. The Titanic London exhibition. If you know where the London exhibition is, I totally recommend you go to it if you know the exact location. One of the many jackets from a crew officer or a passenger, you never really know. Wow. So, typical. I hang fucking on. It's alright, you lot. My dad, it seems like it, my dad's forgotten about the bird. So he's left the bird to really go off on one. I was just wondering. Don't panic. One of the many jackets off a crew officer or a passenger. This would have been probably the final resting place, maybe. The bottom of the ocean. Okay. Pair of shoes, jacket, or if a crew officer or a passenger. One of the many bedrooms, like suites, well, you know what I mean, suites. Oh, wow. That's one of the many bedrooms. So the bird's finally shut up now. Thank God, because my head can't cope with that sort of noise. I will get full into that why. So for a lot of you that watch my content knows I have Sentry integration. Like anything will set it up, like the bird goes nuts and it sets that off, so I have to be in the garden at better times. I have to make my way back up the grand staircase, but genuinely I just want to have a good look at the inside of the ship. I'm going to go to D-deck and pretty much get ended there. I just want to have a good look at the inside of a... Just want to have a good look at the insides of the Titanic. We're on D-deck now. And where should we go first? There is rooms I want to get into for you guys to have a good look inside of. This is mainly broken bits of furniture, debris, cups, plates, also you get the idea. That's the piano. That's where the space where the band would have played. Hang on, where is it? Ah, that's it. Not that space. That's not, I mean, that's the space where the band would have played on this part of the deck. Well, you lot know that. A lot of you that already know that. It's just for some of you that don't. And that other space I was on about before we got inside of a ship, I'll tell you guys about. That's where the band would have played during the sinking. I'm just checking on this cat's little fecker. Stop it, you little sod. It's like the cat's playing with the wires. Stop it. Cat's playing with the wires. Again. Whilst that game is doing an update, I don't trust this cat, not one bit. So I'm keeping my eyes on the buggers. Oh, we'll go. Oh, they're basically playing now. One of the many cabins, staterooms. So this is a nice room. Don't know about you lot, but if you had a chance to be on a cruise ship, which one would it be? The ocean liner cruise ship, any. For me, it would have to be the Disney Wish, but that won't happen. They have a lot of money, so I don't know how much, but my mum wouldn't be able to afford it anyway. Stop it, you little sod. It's like the kitten's playing with the wires, trying to stop it, but it's not working down well. For a fact, it never does. Here we go, where we go now? Okay, that's brilliant, now I'm lost. Okay, where did we come? Oh, I know where I am now. Well, I think I do. Oh no, so I know where I am now. Got lost for a moment. But I've played this game so many times. And you think I would know where I am. This is my first full, I played in the first nearly full 2 years of doing generally Titanic VR content, which I will continue to do for you guys. Oh wow. I'm just gonna go right. So I just try to go to the right position so you guys could have a good look at it. Hang on, go back in. Gonna be here for a moment, like a minute, so you guys could know for fair. I was there for a quick moment, like a minute. I was there for not a quick moment, but a minute. So I want you guys to have a look at that part of the area. So if you guys haven't already, like, comment and subscribe. Push the notification bell to be notified every time I upload on YouTube. Thought I'd mention that as well if I haven't already. Stop playing with the wires, you little sod. So you guys heard that a lot during the video. Kittens are on rogue. Hey, hang on. So I got lost nearly just about, which is freaking normal. Have I been down this bit? So I'm just getting freaking lost. Oh, I'm seriously lost now. Freaking typical. No, I says I was freaking lost. I've played this game so many times, you think I would remember where I am. So I got distracted for a quick moment. I got distracted for a quick moment and I thought, hang on, where in the hell am I? What area I got lost for a moment. Well, it's normal, you guys will get that in these sort of games. And these kittens are on rogue. They're playing, in other words. I think that's where the squash court would have been, down that Pacific area somewhere. Here we go. One of the doors. The only thing that's propping up like in that position is because it's leaning against the... That bit is leaning against the wall, as you can see. I don't know if that's the official word. I'm just trying to... Well, you can see clearly what I'm trying to explain. When that was upright, I think it's something to do with the water. The pressure pushed it. The door blew off its hinges, went smack up against that door against that position. In that position, it's been like ever since. I wanted to just show you guys this room. These, like the entire inside of a ship. Because honestly, I know there's a lot of people who wants to see the inside of a ship, rooms, and well, you get the idea of what I'm literally trying to explain. I do these videos a hell of a lot for you guys that want to learn about history. I'm like that as well. My favourite lesson at school was history. There we go. That's one of the many rooms as well. This was probably for the kids, or he or she or they, depends. Depends who showed the room. The kittens are playing around my feet. That's one of the doors, as you can see. I'll go to the boarding entrances. This is where you'd board the ship, the Titanic. You'd come through these doors here, these two doors, first class that is, and you go through them doors right here, through this inner door. That door would have been, that door there would have been right there, where that hand of the RV is pointing. And then this is the first view you get. This is when you get the view of the entire other end where the other boarding entrances are. And then when you look to your left, you get the dining saloon, which is dead ahead. The shoes, furniture, and then when you look down that way, it's where the grand staircase would have once been, the most iconic part of the ship. I'm going to go back up the grand staircase to the cuddy room, do that mission, and then that's basically it, really. We go. Gonna go back up the grand staircase now. And gave you guys a fair look of A, B, D, C, D deck.
The Marconi room isn't too far from here, just between the first funnel and your current position.
How do I get in?
Either through the skylight or the corridors.
I'm going to go through the corridors.
Right, I don't want to damage the wreck. Or the ROV.
I'm going to go to the Bacardi room now. The right way. Going down this way now.
I'm in. There really isn't much left here, is there?
No, not really. Most of the furniture was wood, so it's almost all deteriorated.
There's a lot of debris on the ground, and a few broken canisters.
I'm going to grab the canisters and then that's it.
Alright, just 3 canisters left to collect. I'll grab the last one.
Can you at least stop it?
Right,
Kittens are
I've
being
got all the
buggers.
canisters.
Actually, I'm going to go down along this way. I know it's longer, but if you know what route you're going down, or one of the furniture's on one of the. There we go. Give you guys a. Aha! This is a good route. I'm gonna go back up that way, the way I came. So, but I hope you guys love this video. I've really enjoyed doing this video for you all. So if you haven't already and you're new, subscribe and like as well. Like, comment down below what was your favourite room that I visited. What area is your favourite area I've visited? Room, you get the idea. And push the notification bell to be notified if you top upload YouTube. Love you guys so much.
Alright, heading
See
back
you in
up
the
now.
next video.